Hi, thank you for joining me in my studio. Today we're going to make a chunky book, and this one is actually what I call a fashion queen book, and it's simply chipboard, and I use gesso, Mod Podge, glimmer mist, alcohol inks, and papers, stickers, leftover fabric, you name it, it's in this book. It doesn't take a long time to make, and you can give them out as gifts for your friends or just to have something around to make you smile. So we're going to get started right now and make this book. Okay, I'm working on a heat resistant, glue resistant worksheet because they're so easy to clean up, so I do everything on mine. The first thing you want to do is paint this board really good with some gesso. I'm using white for this particular page because I want the stuff that I put on the page to stand out. So I'm just using a regular foam brush, and I'm just going to brush it on, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Just brush it on there. This stuff dries really fast, so it's easy to work with. And I actually brush all my pages and give them a chance to dry before I actually start working on my project. I'm now going to add color to this page by using my foam tool and some Adirondack Tim Holtz alcohol ink. This color is butterscotch, and I'm just going to press it on just to give it some color. And once again, this is one of those things where you just do what you want to do. It doesn't have to be any certain way. I like to do this when I'm rubber stamping because I think it makes the stamp pop out. And not only that, but it gives it a nice vintage look when you're done. Okay, so I've done that, so I'm going to stamp a couple of things on here. And the first is just a rubber stamp of a wire dress form. And I think I'll maybe put that right there. That's great on there. And it doesn't have to be any specific thing, you know, you can add whatever you want. I like texture. I love texture, and it gives everything such a unique look when you do individual pieces, and just add whatever you like on there. And I'm going to sit this to the side for a minute and give this just a chance to set up before I pile a couple more things on top of it. Okay, for the next page I'm going to use glimmer mist. I love glimmer mist. I'm a big fan, and I'm doing it on top of a gessoed piece because I like the contrast of the two together. And so first I'm going to use this olive vine, and I'm just dusting just certain areas. Now I'd advise you maybe to cover your clothes a little bit. Well, if you work like me, I get a little sloppy. And there we go. So, and that was olive vine, and this is mimosa. I'm such a freak about glimmer mist that as soon as I see a new color, I run right out and buy it. So I kind of have my own private little store going here. And there you go. I've used a screen, by the way, in case you didn't notice what I was spraying over, and it's actually the glimmer mist butterfly screen. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what it looks like. So anyway, here's that piece right here. And I'm going to sit that to the side and let it dry. You'll see how pretty that comes out in a minute. And for the final page of the book, first I'm going to clean off my handy dandy craft mat here, but I'm also going to take this piece that I just used as a screen because it still has color on it, and I'm going to flip it over on top so that the color will transfer of another. Okay, now I'm simply using a Q-tip and some metallic rub-ons, and you can usually find these in any craft store. They look something like this. And I am going to simply rub them around the edge of the butterfly. And it's just to give it some texture and color and make it pop. You can do all sorts of things with these things. Make it your own. And another thing you could actually do is actually, once it's set up with, you know, whatever you want to do with it, you can touch it up with another spritz of Glimmer Mist. So now I'm going to spray some of this mimosa colored Glimmer Mist just over the top of it. Add more depth and color to it. And there it is. And depending on the speed I'm working, I might want to hit this with the heat gun. Okay, and there's that page. And here's the final product, our Fashion Queen flip book. Real quickly, page 1, lots of buttons, leftover paper, stickers, fabric. Again, stickers, fabric, leftover paper. Glimmer Mist with a screen and a rubber stamp right down the middle. And lots of stuff on the back. Feather, alcohol, ink, rubber stamps. And our last page, a cutout from a vintage magazine, and rubber stamps, and a cutout from some patterned paper, and art glitter. And that's all it took. Just basically leftover scraps and items you have laying around in your scrap room anyway. These hooks come with the books. Simple to put on. Normally I put charms on, but since this book is so full of charm already, I thought I wouldn't this time. And there it is. And I thank you for joining me in my studio, and I'm sure I'll see you soon. Take care and live in color. Bye.